Hi, good morning. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to my Friday Facebook Live. I'm here. It's absolutely chucking it down outside. It's really dark. I've got all the lights on. Actually, now I've got all the lights on. I can't believe how horrible it is outside. It was really sunny and then I dropped the kids off. I got in the car and it just started raining. And they were like, we're going to play outside on the trikes. I don't think you are. I don't think you'll be playing outside on the trikes. But never mind. They'll be fine. Yes, so I've got the tulips out. So I posted a couple of cards, I think, with the tulips. And I said, oh, they really confused me. I'll show you the dies. So I watched about 2 or 3 YouTube videos and I was like, I've got it. And now I'm a bit obsessed. I've made quite a few. So I made one card, I think it was about almost 2 weeks ago, which I'll show you. So I'm going to make another version of this in a different colour, just to show you some more of the Flowering Tulips DSP that come with the bundle. Yeah, so I hope you like it. So I've already cut some of the bits out. So I cut the tulips out just because it just takes a little bit of a while to put them together, so I didn't want to take up too much time faffing about with those as well. Yeah, so I'm going to swap my camera around and then we can have a look and see what we're going to do. So hold on, it's a bumpy ride. So just as you can see, I've cut some bits out already, so just going to move those over there. So this is the card that I'd made. So I did put a little sneak peek, I think, on my Instagram stories in the week. So I haven't really posted about it. So yeah, so this is the one we're going to do, but I'm going to change the colours. I'm going to change it to this one. So orange is my favourite colour, so we're going to do it with that. So this, I think the colours from this one are these here. So we've got Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie and Mango Melody. So we're going to try and make that with a bit of white as well. And then I've changed it for the leaves. I've gone darker, I've gone Evening Evergreen. Yeah, and then I have got some of the ribbon. This window pane check ribbon. It's really nice. Oh, I thought it was black when I first saw it in the catalogue, but actually it's this really dark Evening Evergreen. Morning, Trina, I hope you're okay. Hope you're busy with your baking kits. This morning I'm still drinking my tea that I made before school run. Yeah, so we're going to do that, I think, or we're going to attempt to do that. I have got the measurements from when I made this as well, so I'm going to attempt to understand my own handwriting. So if I just pop that up there, and I just need to quickly load it on my iPad. I'm so organised this morning, as you can tell. There you go, right. So I think let's start by cutting the base out first. So I'm just going to get some white. Oh yeah, that's fine, that's just fine. But like 2 when I picked it up. And cut this out. So it is 14.8 this way. And then, oh, some random bits in there. And then the other way, we're going to trim it all the way out. It's 29.6. Which is pretty much that bit there. Oh, you can see this tiny little bit we have to cut off. Because then we need to score it at 14.8 to make a square card. Okay, that is our base. So I think I'm going to do, so these are the colours that I've got. I think I'm going to do a bit of pumpkin pie for my matte and layering. No, I've got that. But then I also need to cut this bit at 8 1/2. No, do it this way. So from here, straight. Yep, I want to cut this bit off so that we can have our flap bit going over the opposite way. So whilst that's in my head that I know that's 8 1/2, let's cut that bit out there. And this bit down is 14.8, so that's going to be 14.3. That bit's going to go on there, and I'm going to cut this bit whilst the measurements are still in my head. So the last one was 8, so this one is going to be 7 1/2. So just line that up on our trimmer. And it's going to be 13.8. So then we can matte and layer that onto there. So let's get that glued down. It's a really nice pattern on the other side. Actually, I might have a look and see. So when cutting this, you always have to be really careful about the directional pattern of the paper, and keep that in mind when cutting. Some pattern papers you can get away with it being the wrong way around, but this one I don't think you want sideways tulips. So then let's cut another bit out for the back panel. So I'll just move that glue out the way, so we know that's going to be 14.3 by 14.3. Sounds so confident when I say stuff like that, and actually it's more optimistic. So yeah, that's going to go like that. And then this one as well. Oh, card fell down. Put it over there. Again, so this is going to be 13.8 by 13.8. So there we go. And that's going to go on to there. Or we could do it this way round. So a little bit different. Should we do that? Let's go crazy and do it the wrong way round. So orange is my favourite colour, but I love it. Doesn't suit me, so I can't ever wear it as a colour, and it's a colour that's really difficult to put with things. But yeah, you know, like when you play a board game, if there's an orange counter, I'm always going to be an orange, like, and the kids know that as well. They're like, "Mummy, it's your favourite." So yeah. So that is our first bit of our card base done. So I'm just going to pop these bits over here just while. So on my original, then this card, which is actually back to front, is in a different colour. So let's pick. So we did pumpkin pie for that one. So I'm hoping we can pick Calypso Coral, or do we need to pick Mango? Oh, now I've seen it, maybe let's go Mango Melody. Put out for that. That's okay. So this one is 10 1/2. this way. By 21 this way, and then again we'll score it halfway down. I'm just gonna move my, yes, that's why I love chocolate orange, just because it's orange basically. I've been good, and I still avoided the Easter aisle when I went shopping on Wednesday, to avoid them eggs that you sent me a picture of. I've been very very strong, I feel. So this one, like I say, is going to go the wrong way round to what you usually do a card. So the only bit we need to cut out now is our white piece. So that's going to be a 10 by 10 square, but we need 2 of those because we need one to go on the inside as well, which we're going to do stamping. I know, I can imagine. I don't understand why chocolate orange is not one of your 5 a day. I think someone seriously needs to look into that. Perfect. So let's just stick those bits down. Stick the one on the no, let's not stick the one on the inside because I've got to do some stamping on that one. There's probably a reason I haven't introduced the kids to chocolate orange as well, because then I feel like I'd lose it all and I'd have to share, which I'm just not really into doing. So these are our tulips. So if I show you the dies for these, you might understand a little bit why I got really confused. So these are the dies that make the tulips. A bit of that, and then there's 3 of these, and I'd opened it and I was like, oh no, look at this. I was like, I don't get it. But when you see them, so this is this one, you can see it folded up, it makes a lot more sense. And then it's all just about layering them up. So that is what we're going to do now. Yeah. Anyone else put these? Struggle to put them back in. They all look the same shape, but obviously they're not. Just put that back over there. So I think because this one is Mango Melody, I'm going to try this. But I did think about mixing it up with the 2 colours. So I cut 2 lots out. So I might do that. Let's have it. Let's give it a go. So the base is made of 3 pieces. So this shape here goes on all of them as the sort of centerpiece. And then there's a V-shaped one that goes on a couple of them. And I don't know if you can see, but they are, when they die cut, oh yeah, you can just see it, they do slightly emboss as well, which is lovely. And then this one, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the end and pop it on there. But I don't know if they'll hopefully will go. Oh, the ribbon just fell off. So then we've got this funny little shaped one. So this one's got 2 bits in, and it forms a little bud one like that. I think if we put the orange in, or the pumpkin pie one, this one's a bit difficult. You have to put it at a bit of an angle. glue on both those bits to seal it down with. They can be a bit fiddly, but I think they are worth it. Put something heavy just on that. Put some lip balm on top. There you go. And then the other one we've got is this one. Like that. So again, there it is. And then I've still got enough to make some more as well. This is something you could quite easily sit cutting out one night and then the next night make lots, like put them all together, and then you've got a good stash. These. There you go. Try and hold that down. There. Move my glue. I probably should have cleaned my desk. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we've just got to decide how we want to lay these out. So when I did it before, I did them slightly to one side, thinking I was going to put my sentiment down. Like down here, but then I realised actually it doesn't fit, so I think I'm just going to stick with putting it in the middle, and then we'll worry about where we're going to put the sentiment after. Did it slightly like that. So when I stuck these down, I stuck them on dimensionals in order to be able to put the stems underneath and the leaves. One, oh, all the way round. One. Okay, like that. And then I've already cut these out. So there's two different types of stems with the flowers. You get a longer, thinner one, and there is a slightly shorter, fatter one. So we're going to put those there, but then we've also got some leaves to tuck in and around here. I think right, I'm just going to be brave and stick this down as I go along rather than try and place it and constantly getting them to move. Put it the wrong way up. Like that. So we have one at the back, and then I think let's put the stems on and then put the other leaves on. So you need a tiny, tiny little bit of glue on this one. Go. Oh, tulip's popped open. The glue does dry clear, so I'm not too worried. You can see it currently. A little bit more. And then in my original they are dangling off the edge as well. So it makes it look more like a sort of a handmade bouquet. Let's put quite a bigger one. So there's two leaves in the dies. There's this bigger one, and then there is a smaller one, which is the one I've used at the back. I'm going to put like that over the top So that's that, and then I'm going to get a little bit of the ribbon and dig out a glue dot. So no pressure, but I've got a tie bow. No, a bit bigger. There you go. That wasn't too bad. My fabric scissors. Right, so let's stick it down and then let's cut the what are those bits called? Like the leg bits. That is not the right terminology, but that's what we're going to go with. That tulip does not want to stay close, does it? One off. Oh. So we don't need these quite as long. Okay. Now all we've got to worry about is the sentiment. Where is it? Here we go. So this is the stamp set that goes, one of the stamp sets that go with it in the suite. There's two. The other one's the windmill and the flowers. But I'm going to go, so this is Happy Mother's Day. I'm still going to do the same sentiment for this one. I'm just going to block out. Let's get a long, thin. So we could go up the side. We could put a little banner on there. So that's what it's going to look like. I don't know. Let's do it on a tiny little banner and see what we think. Let's try it on pumpkin pie, just because I think that's a slightly darker tone. So I do want it to stand out as much as possible. Do you know what would really help? If I'd put my stamp on straight on the block. It doesn't notice until you stamp. And you notice it's really wonky. That's better. Oh, mate. This isn't going well, is it? This with this orange. I'm not having much luck. Like last time. There you go. Done. Oh my goodness. I almost ended up with orange ink all down me. Got a white t-shirt on. That would be good. Gonna trim this one down so it's the sort of the smallest it can be. It's such a dainty little sentiment. Do we think there? Put it in the middle? I think so. Let's go with that. Maybe let's dimensional it. I'm just going to get the mini ones out. I'm sure I've got some. Here's some. I knew I had some somewhere. And I think I'm even now going to have to cut a mini one in half. I got caught on something and they've all like started coming off. There you go. It's alright, we've managed to get one. I'm just going to stick that on either end. It's just going to stick to my finger. A little bit lower down. There we go. So that's that bit done. So let's stick that on and then stamp the inside of our card. So we've got our bit there. And there you go, because you want to make sure it's sort of an even amount from each side. Okay, before you stick that down. There you go, so let's just stamp the inside. So these ones are 2-step stamping as well. So these sometimes take me a little bit of practice. I've got some scrap paper somewhere here. No, I just get a bit, hold on. Just to work out which way round we're going to do it. Just put that to one side, I don't want to get any ink on there. So you can, or hopefully you can see, they are ever so slightly different. So I think that's the darker one and that's the lighter one. So let's try. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that combination either. Let's go. If we, I think my poor Mango Melody. Definitely feel it needs a bit of a re-ink. Okay, let's go this one. Changed my mind. Just get my stamp scrubber. I did spray this last thing on that, so it should be okay. Let me just have one more go with the Mango Melody and see if I can get the, find a bit of a juicier bit of the ink. It's really faint, isn't it? I've obviously used the Mango Melody more than I thought I had. So I set that one in the lighter one. Okay, let's go with that one then. Oh no. If you ever met anyone as indecisive as me, Jesus, I'm going to stick with my guts and just do a slightly lighter version of Mango Melody rather than worry about it too much. Okay, and then that one. Over the top. Well, that looks fine, doesn't it? And then peel those off and use some of the other ones as well. So stamp it off there so that we get a little lighter tone. Line that one over the top, and then last one we'll just do a little one just so that the they all match the dies that we've used on the front. So a little bit. To be fair, actually I don't know if it's easier to do the outline first or the shaded bit first. So there we go. It came out alright in the end. We got there. My indecisiveness might have paid off. And then in the paper, I couldn't decide whether it was soft succulent or evening evergreen on here. So I'm going to attempt to use a bit of both. even though you're only just going to see the very top of it. Let's go Evening Evergreen. Just stamp a little bit of it on there. I don't think, just put a tiny, so it looks as if it's there. And then we're just going to have a little touch of the lighter one, and you're only going to see a little bit of the leaf just in the corner. In the there you go, just a teeny tiny little bit. And I think I'm going to use the Happy Mother's Day again, just on the inside. And again, I'm going to attempt to put it on straight. There you go. So sometimes just close these up before I accidentally drop something in it. Then we can come in and we can stick that back on the inside of our card. Okay. Oh, do you know what I've realised I forgot to do? Stamp the little bit in the middle of the daffodils. I know they looked a little bit bare in the middle, so this one has just got a tiny little bit. There you go, that's all it needs. Just a bit there. So there is our card. I've made a right old mess. My desk is covered. So this is it. So we've used the Flowering Fields DSP, the Tulip Dies, and we've used the Flowering Tulips stamps on the inside in a mix of Pumpkin Pie, Mango Melody and Calypso Coral, with a hint of the Evening Evergreen as well. So this was my original one here. It's one that I'd already made, and then this is the one that I've done today. Move it out of the way before I put that down. So thank you so much for watching. Apologies, it was a bit of a longer one today. It's a little bit more of a detailed card, but I think they're worth it. They do look pretty good, if I say so myself. So thanks for watching. I shall see everybody here next week at 10 o'clock for some more crafting. I have decided what I'm doing. I've written it down, can't remember what it is. I'm sure it'll be thrilling. I'm sure you won't want to miss it. So have a good weekend, everybody. See you soon. Bye.